Here's what happened this week in North Carolina politics. It is budget season in Raleigh right now, and our elected state lawmakers are figuring out how to divvy up about $30 billion a year to keep the state of North Carolina running. Now, it helps to set a little bit of context first about how this whole thing works. Now, because Republicans hold majorities in both chambers of our state legislature, they get to write the budget. But Republicans in the state House have very different ideas than those in the state Senate about what should be in that budget. Now, you would think that these guys are all in the same political party. Surely they'll just work together and come up with a budget, but you'd be wrong. Actually, they fight like cats, and this thing takes forever. The big joke in Raleigh is that surely this year we'll have a state budget by June 30th, since that's when the state's new fiscal year begins, but that never actually happens because the Republicans can never agree. Democrats are the minority party in both chambers, so they don't really do much here, but Governor Josh Stein does have a veto, so he works with the Democrats in the legislature to negotiate some concessions. The Democrats have just a little bit of leverage here, and they do seem to be using it. So now Republican leaders from the state House and the state Senate are going to get together for a big negotiation, and they're still pretty far apart on some key issues. Like the state House wants much bigger teacher pay raises than the state Senate does, but also not as high as Governor Stein. The House also wants to eliminate about 1,100 jobs from around state government, not because the jobs aren't needed, but because the state can't attract enough people to apply for them, so they're just going to give up. Separately from all the budget stuff, Governor Stein also put forward a proposal for his next round of Helene aid and recovery, but the legislature doesn't want to spend that much, so they have to negotiate that too. One big X factor around the whole Helene recovery effort is that no one is quite sure what Congress or the Trump administration is going to do. They've been in office now for 5 months, no big relief has been passed, so who knows? Surrounding all of that is an even bigger issue, which is that North Carolina's own state government is facing a big fiscal crunch. The state's own non-political fiscal research staff has warned that the legislature is cutting taxes faster than it is cutting spending, and that is obviously unsustainable. And they warn that if nothing changes, the state will face a multi-billion-dollar budget deficit within the next 2 years. The response from Republican leaders in the legislature on this is basically, nah, that won't happen. So I guess we'll find out. Hey, we had almost 700 people in 68 counties all reach out to get together with Carolina Forward over pizza. Sit tight, emails are going out, we'll see you there. I'm going camping this weekend, you should too. Have a great Memorial Day weekend and stay safe.